and brace yourself for an electrifying revelation. Have you ever wondered which animals are most susceptible to the harsh elements of nature, specifically lightning? Most of us would not guess the animal that tops that list, but it turns out to be none other than the giraffe. That's right, giraffes are 30 times more likely to get struck by lightning than humans, number 10. This startling piece of information might seem like a random fact, but there's science behind it that makes it all the more intriguing. How did we arrive at this fact, you might ask? Well, let's take a journey through history and geography to understand better. To start with the basics, the giraffe is the tallest living terrestrial animal, and unfortunately for them, height is a major factor when it comes to lightning strikes. The taller an object is, the more likely it is to get hit by lightning. This is because lightning takes the path of least resistance, so a towering giraffe in a flat landscape is more likely to attract a strike. This has been documented throughout history, starting notably with a case in 1768, when Dutch explorers in South Africa recorded a giraffe being struck by lightning. From this point in history, several similar incidents have been recorded across different continents, painting a vivid picture of this phenomenon. A comprehensive study from 1996 to 2010 discovered only 5 lethal lightning strikes on giraffes. However, when compared to the giraffe population during that period, the fatality rate is staggeringly high, 30 times higher than that of humans to be precise. This alarming number sheds light on the dangers giraffes face, just by virtue of their towering height. Isn't that utterly enlightening? It's time we appreciate and acknowledge the struggles these lofty creatures face in light of this newfound knowledge. Understanding these risks could potentially help in animal conservation efforts, ensuring the continued survival of these magnificent creatures. At number 10, we shed light on the lofty giraffes. Moving on to number 9 in our countdown, we delve into a uniquely fascinating find. In the vast and exciting realm of paleontology, a truly astonishing discovery has been unearthed, stirring ripples of excitement among scholars and dinosaur enthusiasts worldwide. This captivating discovery is nothing less than an enormous piece of fossilized dinosaur feces, also known as a coprolite, which has captured the imagination of the scientific community. This breathtakingly extraordinary specimen, measuring over 30 cm in length and containing a volume exceeding 2 liters, stands as a testament to the colossal creatures that once roamed our planet. Painted with traces of a time long lost, it whispers tales of an epoch dominated by beasts of unbelievable size and power. The extremely rare coprolite is believed to have originated from none other than the fearsome and legendary Tyrannosaurus rex, one of the most dominant and fearsome predators that has ever lived. This specimen was found in the depths of a scientific dig site, carefully excavated and brought to light after millions of years of being hidden beneath the earth. The initial unveiling of this coprolite was met with a wave of skepticism and controversy due to the inherent complexities in the identification process. Critics were quick to question its authenticity, casting doubts upon the initial claims. However, rigorous and meticulous scientific testing gradually confirmed its historical significance and source. The coprolite underwent extensive analyses, including scanning electron microscopy and energy dispersive X-ray spectroscopy, which eventually verified its remarkable origin. The testing process was a long and painstaking one, but the results were well worth the wait, laying all doubts to rest. The unearthing of this magnificent coprolite has indeed been a treasure trove of information, providing scientists with an unprecedented window into the prehistoric diet and digestive process of these awe-inspiring creatures. From studying its composition, scientists have gained invaluable knowledge about the dinosaurs' feeding habits, preferences, and ecosystem, enhancing our understanding of these ancient beings. Thus, the unearthing of such a coprolite has marked a significant milestone in our exploration and comprehension of the captivating world of dinosaurs. The discovery of this extraordinary specimen continues to inspire and fuel our quest to uncover the mysteries hidden in the earth beneath our feet. Moving on to number 8 in our countdown, we explore a captivating idea: the relativity of time. This is not just a concept that intrigues the greatest minds in the field of physics, but also one that has profound implications in the world of zoology, particularly with respect to how various species perceive time. It's a concept that's been under discussion, under scrutiny, and under the microscope since the dawn of the 19th century. Researchers have been fascinated by this concept and have devoted countless hours to studying it. Over the centuries, they have conducted innumerable experiments and have written volumes of scholarly articles on the topic. One of the most fascinating findings that have emerged from their rigorous and often groundbreaking research is the discovery that smaller creatures, such as the delicate salamanders and the agile lizards, experience the passage of time differently from their larger counterparts. This is a notion that is not only intriguing but also counterintuitive. One might naturally assume that larger creatures with their more complex brains would have a more nuanced understanding of time. However, research points to the contrary. It suggests that these smaller creatures, despite their relatively simple neural structures, perceive time more slowly than larger animals like the stealthy cats and the lovable dogs. This is a phenomenon that has raised eyebrows in the scientific community and has generated a great deal of discussion and debate. This difference in time perception between species can potentially be linked to Einstein's observation of time dilation. According to this theory, the speed at which information is processed by the brain plays our perception of time. This idea resonates with Darwin's initial findings and has been a topic of intense study since he first highlighted the differences in perception across different species. In the grand tapestry of life, each creature, irrespective of its size, has its unique way of experiencing time. And these differences in perception are not just limited to the animal kingdom. They extend to the human realm as well, where our individual experiences, cultural backgrounds, and personal histories contribute to our unique understanding and perception of time. The speed at which information is processed in the brain shapes this perception of time, an idea that has been under scrutiny since Darwin first noticed differences in perception across different species. Moving on to number 7 in our countdown, we find a chicken, famously referred to as Mike, whose unusual story swept the nation during the 1940s. It's a tale that is as strange as it is mesmerizing, managing to capture the imagination of thousands across the globe. This peculiar chicken, somewhat of an anomaly in the world of poultry, managed to live a surprising 18 months without a head. This was an occurrence that was so out of the ordinary, so impossible, that it seemed more a work of fiction than reality. This extraordinary twist of fate unfolded in the quaint town of Fruita, Colorado, a place where one would least expect such an abnormality. This picturesque small town, known for its tranquil ambience, was about to get its fair share of fame. It all started when a famer, who was intending to make his dinner, aimed a swift swing of the axe at Mike. The intention was simple, an easy, neat severance. However, fate had other plans for Mike that day. In an unexpected turn of events, the farmer accidentally left Mike's jugular vein and a major part of his brainstem unharmed. It was a surgical precision that eluded even some of the most experienced professionals. This seemingly mundane farmer's mishit turned into a miraculous surgical procedure that would turn Mike into an against-all-odds survivor. News of this fascinating incident spread quickly, turning the humble town of Fruita into a site of curiosity and intrigue. It wasn't long before the town gained fame for the story that was being written within its boundaries. It became the host for the yearly Mike the Headless Chicken Fiesta, an event that celebrated the fortitude and resilience of this unusual chicken. Mike's survival was nothing short of remarkable, considering the odds. He managed with scarce brain function, living day to day as an emblem of perseverance. This extraordinary chicken captured the hearts of many, earning himself a permanent spot in the world of animal folklore. The tale of Mike's survival was not just an ordinary animal story, it was a testament to the power of resilience and the unpredictable turns of fate. Remarkably, Mike managed to survive with scarce brain function, etching his astounding survival tale in the archives of animal history. Moving on to number 6 in our countdown, let's meet the world's oldest dog, an Australian cattle dog fondly called Bluey. This remarkable creature was not just any ordinary dog, but a display of age-defying resilience and an embodiment of history in his own right. Bluey, born in the humble setting of Victoria, Australia, witnessed the turn of the 20th century, his life spanning from 1910 to 1939. Bluey was no ordinary pet. He was a working dog, bred for herding cattle and sheep in the vast Australian outbacks. A robust and sturdy breed, The Australian cattle dog is known for its high energy levels, intelligence, and remarkable longevity, traits that Bluey personified throughout his life. The world Bluey lived in was much different than ours. His birth year, 1910, was a time when the world was on the cusp of significant global upheavals. Bluey's lifespan coincided with pivotal events in human history, such as the First World War from 1914 to 1918, and the onset of the Second World War in 1939. During these tumultuous times, Bluey remained steadfast, carrying out his duties herding cattle and sheep in Victoria, Australia. Despite the chaos of the world, his life was simple, embodying the spirit of the Australian outback. Bluey lived up to the impressive age of 29 and a half, an age unheard of in dogs. His longevity is not only a testament to his breed's resilience, but also an enduring mystery that continues to pique the interest of scientists and dog lovers alike. His life was an extraordinary journey, a journey that bespoke resilience, longevity, and the power of life. Not many creatures get to witness the world change as much as Bluey did. His life was a testament to the upheavals and advancements of the 20th century, a living chronicle of history. Bluey's story is a reminder of the enduring bond between humans and their pets, a bond that transcends the barriers of age and time. Even though Bluey is no longer with us, his memory lives on, inspiring us with his resilience and longevity. Up next at number 5, we have Creme Puff, the world's oldest cat, who set a record by living for an extraordinary 38 years and 3 days. Transitioning to number 5 in our countdown, we're here to debunk a popularly held fallacy. The commonly accepted notion is that octopuses boast tentacles. However, the truth is significantly distinct. Octopuses are equipped with arms, not tentacles. Surely it piques your curiosity how such a clear division was established, and when exactly this classification was put into place. In the infancy of marine biology, during the time when the ever-intriguing underwater world was just starting to be explored and understood, diligent researchers embarked on a journey to delve into the complexities of the many fascinating creatures that inhabited the depths of the sea. Through careful observation, they began to notice subtle yet significant variations in the limb arrangements of the diverse marine life forms. The term tentacles, a word that was not part of the common everyday lexicon at the time, was coined to represent limbs that contained suckers only at their extremities, a feature that was commonly observed in several marine species such as squids and cuttlefish. These creatures, with their elongated, tapering appendages ending in a cluster of suckers, presented a stark contrast to octopuses that sported a different kind of limb structure. In the case of octopuses, researchers discovered they possessed arms, a terminology that was introduced to describe limbs where the suckers were not confined to the ends, but instead distributed along the majority of their length. This distinction was not merely cosmetic, but deeply rooted in the functional and behavioral aspects of these species, leading to different survival and hunting tactics. As the scientific community embraced these classifications, this specific terminology, first coined in the 19th century, has withstood the test of time. It has been adopted and adhered to consistently over the centuries by marine biologists and oceanographers from all around the world. Such terms are not only used for distinguishing different types of limbs, but also play a pivotal role in the study of these creatures' evolution, behavior, and adaptability. And so, we arrive back at our initial revelation. Octopuses don't have tentacles, they possess arms. Moving on to number 4 in our countdown, we uncover a fascinating hypothesis from the rich tapestry of scientific study. The awe-inspiring world of paleontology holds an intriguing revelation, a twist in our understanding of history that will leave you astounded. It appears that the terrifying T.rex, a creature we've always thought of as a scaly monster, might have sported a magnificent coat of feathers. This isn't a recent revelation, mind you. It has been a subject of discussion among the best minds in the field for years. Emerging from the annals of scientific exploration is a consensus among experts that the T.rex, once seen as a symbol of brute, unadorned strength, might have been more aesthetically pleasing than we previously recognized. This captivating conjecture started gaining momentum when tyrannosaur skeletons cloaked in a feathery facade were unearthed from the depths of China's untamed, rocky landscapes. These skeletons, which were remarkably well preserved, bore ample traces of plumage. This discovery was a shocking contrast to our pre-established notions about the T.rex. The fossil evidence came from the early Cretaceous period, a time when dinosaurs ruled the Earth, nearly 145 to 100 million years ago. This startling find was an unprecedented shakeup, a bombshell in the field of paleontology that unleashed a wave of resounding shock across the globe. Before this surprising revelation in 2004, the idea of a feathery T.rex was practically unheard of, even considered laughable by some. The fossil evidence, which was found buried and hidden from the world's view for millions of years, suddenly brought the concept of a feathery T.rex into the forefront of scientific study. This was a momentous event that completely upended conventional views about this giant creature. The discovery has since been seen as a turning point in paleontological research, shaking up the stereotype of the T.rex as a scaly monster and introducing a novel viewpoint that continues to inform our grasp of paleontology. Moving forward to the third position in our countdown, we present the awe-inspiring snails. These fascinating organisms, often underestimated, have held a place of significance and wonder in the biological world since the 19th century. This era, characterized by numerous scientific advancements and discoveries, saw an increase in curiosity about the complexities of the animal kingdom. It was during this time that naturalists stumbled upon an astonishing revelation about these humble gastropods. These creatures, which are often dismissed due to their seemingly slow and mundane lifestyle, were found to possess a staggering number of teeth. Yes, you heard that right, teeth. The number of these teeth varies greatly, ranging from an already impressive 1,000 to a jaw-dropping 12,000. This staggering count is one that's in stark contrast to the modest, even mundane appearance of these slow-moving creatures. This remarkable revelation was the result of meticulous scrutiny and research into the anatomy of these creatures. More specifically, it was through the detailed inspection of a part of the snail's body called the radula. This particular structure, unique to the snails and their relatives, functions much like the human tongue. It is, however, vastly different, given its surface is coated in tiny, file-like teeth. These teeth, as you can imagine, are on the minute end of the size scale. Visualizing these creatures flashing a toothy grin might seem like a whimsical, even comical thought. It presents a challenge since these teeth are more microscopic than anything else. These teeth, as minute as they might be, aren't visible in the traditional sense that we understand visibility. However, they exist, silently occupying their space in the snail's body, carrying out their function without any fanfare. They are there, quietly asserting their presence every single time the snail indulges in feeding. Although it's challenging to visualize these momentous creatures flashing a toothy smile, given how microscopic their teeth are. They're not visible to the naked eye in the typical sense, but they're there, announcing their existence every time a snail feeds. Moving on to number 2 in our countdown, dogs tilt their heads when you speak to them. This captivating gesture, a slight tilt of the head, is more than just an adorable act. It is an integral part of their evolution. The journey of dogs from wild wolves to our cherished companions is an interesting tale, filled with shifts and changes in behavior, and the head tilting is one such example. It works as a bridge to fill the communication gap between two entirely different species. This characteristic trait of dogs can be traced back to the early stages of their domestication, back when they were just beginning to interact with humans. Over time, as dogs got more and more comfortable with humans, they also started understanding and responding to their language. They started adapting to the human environment, and in the process, developed the head-tilting behavior. The relationship between dogs and humans is beautiful and ancient, spanning over centuries and centuries. This timeless bond has only grown stronger with time, as both species learned to coexist peacefully. During this extensive period of coexistence, dogs developed this charming habit as a means to optimize communication and interaction with their human companions. They tilt their heads to identify familiar words and phrases. It's an endearing homage to their long-standing relationship with humans and their adaptability. They have learned to identify words and phrases that they associate with rewards or positive reinforcement. For instance, words like walk, treat, or their name can cause a dog to tilt its head. Moreover, this head tilt is not just about recognizing words. Dogs also use this gesture to decipher the tone of your voice. They are quick to pick up on cues about your mood and feelings from the tone and pitch of your voice. A dog's hearing is incredibly sensitive, and the tilt helps them in accurately pinpointing the direction and source of sounds. It's a beautiful showcase of their primal instincts, and more importantly, the profound connection they hold with us. This small gesture speaks volumes about their intelligence, their acute senses, and their willingness to engage and communicate with us, making our bond with them even more special. Moving on to number 1 in our countdown, we're set to venture into the fascinating world of natural history, a realm where countless intriguing details are sure to pique your curiosity. Let's first consider flamingos, these vibrant pink creatures that are a symbol of grace and beauty. Yet the amazing fact is that flamingos are not hatched with their iconic flamingo pink color. It is in fact derived from their primary diet, which consists of brine shrimp and blue-green algae. Their diet is rich in beta-carotene, a red-orange pigment that the flamingos' bodies convert into pink. This mesmerizing metamorphosis was acknowledged long ago in ancient Roman literature, with scholars such as Pliny the Elder noting the striking shift in flamingo hues. As we move on, let's shift our attention to another equally fascinating creature, the giraffe. These towering animals, known for their imposing height and distinct spots, have a unique quirk you may not have been aware of. Did you know that giraffes hum? This curious form of communication was first chronicled in wild giraffes by researchers in the 1800s. They hypothesized that it could be a form of sleep talking or possibly even a means for giraffes to communicate in the dark. Deeper, we'll find that the animal kingdom is not merely about what can be seen or heard, it's also full of captivating stories from the past. For instance, did you know that giraffes are more prone to lightning strikes due to their height? Or have you ever wondered why dogs tilt their heads when they're puzzled or intrigued? It's these intriguing details that blur the lines between nature and history, making the animal kingdom an exciting blend of facts and lore. The animal kingdom is teeming with such riveting secrets and tales, from the whales that sing the most complex songs in the animal kingdom to the turtles, who are amongst the oldest living reptiles on Earth. Each animal has its own unique story to tell. Each fact you uncover adds color to the canvas of the natural world, making it even more enchanting and mesmerizing. As we've seen, the animal kingdom is a treasure trove of riveting secrets waiting to be discovered. Wow, what a journey through the wild, wacky, and wonderful world of animal facts. We can't thank you enough for joining us on this exploration expedition of the amazing animal kingdom. We have traversed the terrains from the depths of the oceans to the heights of the mountains and the vast expanses of the savannas. Each animal we encountered has its own unique story that adds to the beauty of the ecosystem. We hope that this deep dive has enlightened you and sparked an interest in these extraordinary creatures. The world of animals is an endless ocean of knowledge. Every creature, whether it's as small as an ant or as large as an elephant, has its own fascinating story. Our journey today merely scratched the surface of this vast kingdom. There are still countless secrets hidden in the nooks and crannies of the habitats that are yet to be discovered. As we unravel the mysteries of the animal kingdom, we realize how interconnected our world truly is. We are thrilled to have you as part of our community where we continue to learn and grow together. Your support means the world to us. If you found our content engaging and want to journey further into the animal kingdom along with us, please give this video a thumbs up. Your likes encourage us to bring more such enlightening content for you. And if you haven't already, do subscribe to our channel. We regularly bring you videos that not only entertain but also educate. We have so much in store for you. From the peculiar habits of snails, the incredible hunting skills of cheetahs, the awe-inspiring migration of monarch butterflies, to the surprising longevity of certain species like the giant tortoise, we have a plethora of subjects to delve into. Moreover, we don't want you to miss out on any of our upcoming content. So, remember to hit the notification bell. This will ensure that you are promptly notified of our releases. We aim to bring you more mind-blowing animal facts that not only quench your curiosity, but also leave you amazed at the wonders of nature. Again, we thank you for your time and support. We hope that you will continue to be a part of this remarkable journey into the depth of the animal kingdom. Your participation keeps us motivated and encourages us to explore beyond. Thank you all for your overwhelming response, and see you soon in our next exciting adventure. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one.